Hello, welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. Today we're going to do a fun Vinyasa flow, just trying to get everything moving and stretching, especially if you've just got back to the gym. So we're going to start at the end of the mat. We're going to breathe in, take the arms up, really trying to stretch tall. You can add a bit of a back bend. As you breathe out, we're just going to fold forwards, coming down to a forward fold, release the head. Just going to take a couple of deep breaths here. On your next out breath, we're just going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, then the shoulders, finally the head, open up into an extended Tadasana, opening that chest towards the ceiling, and then we're just going to cave it back in and roll it back down to the feet. Forward fold, 2 deep breaths. Next out breath, roll it up, nice and slow. Shoulders, and then lastly head. Again, opening it out into a big extended Tadasana, opening that chest to the ceiling, looking up, and then rolling it back down one more time. All the way to forward fold. You can bend the knees slightly here, sway a little bit side to side. One more deep breath. And roll it back up, nice and slow. Head is the last thing to come up, and come to a gentle Tadasana. We're going to do a sun salutation to get nice and warm. So breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat and just gently step it back for a plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, we're going to do knees, chin, chest, up for a high Cobra. Tuck the toes under, up and back for down dog as you breathe out. Take a nice deep breath here. On your next out breath, you're just going to walk it or step it forwards to a forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. As you breathe out, we'll go into our ragdoll. So we're going to let the upper body hang, taking hold of the elbows, release the head. You can take it side to side if you like. Open up that lower back. Just keep the breathing nice and slow. Release the hands to the mat. Big breath in, come all the way up. Bring the hands to prayer. As you breathe out, heart center. Good. We're going to speed it up a little bit. So breathing in, stretching tall. As you breathe out, we're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat. Either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, coming down to chaturanga or the floor or knees, chin, chest. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Deep breath in here. As you breathe out, either step it or jump it forwards. Breathe in, half lift. As you breathe out, you're going to see if you can get hold of those toes. If you can, take hold of the big toes, tuck the head towards the knees. 2 deep breaths. Release those toes. Big breath in, come all the way up. Hands to prayer. As you breathe out, heart center. Good. We're going to go into a sun salutation B. So breathing in, stretching tall. As you breathe out, we're going to take it to a chair pose. So keeping that chest up, tucking the tail under, pulling that belly button in. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, fold to forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either jump it or step it back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in, take the right foot towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, bend the knee and bring the foot between the hands and bringing that left knee down to the mat. Breathing in, we're going to come to a low lunge. We're going to really stretch it out here, so 2 deep breaths, really pushing through that left hip. Keeping those shoulders down. 1 more deep breath. On your next out breath, hands frame the foot, pop those back toes up, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathing in, take the left foot towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to step the foot between the hands and bring that right knee down this time. Breathing in, arms come up by the ears for low lunge, really pushing through that right hip now, really trying to open it up. 2 deep breaths, keeping those shoulders down. On your next out breath, bring the hands to frame the foot, pop the back toes up, stepping back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. As you breathe out, either jump it or step it forwards. As you breathe in, we're going to go straight to our chair pose. So lifting that chest, tucking the tail under, pulling the belly button in. Deep breath here. And your next in breath, stand it tall. Bring the hands to prayer. As you breathe out, bring them to heart center. Well done. We're going to go into a fun flow now. So we're going to start in Tadasana. Take 2 grounding deep breaths. You're going to breathe in, stretch tall. As you breathe out, we're going to fold down to forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either jump it or step it back to plank. And we're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1. On your out breath, you're going to lower it down all the way to the floor, nice and slowly, nice and controlled. And then as you breathe in, you're going to open up for a cobra. Keep it nice and tall. You're going to tuck the toes under at the back. Push up and back as you breathe out for down dog. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in down dog. Just really leaning into it. You can pedal the feet. You can move the hips. You can move the head side to side. You can bend the knees. Take 1 more deep breath. On your next in breath, we're going to take the right leg high to the sky. Really trying to stretch it open. As you breathe out, you're going to bring it to the outside of the right hand. And then you're going to bring the right hand to that right knee. And just really start to open up and twist your chest towards the ceiling. Now you can rotate that hip all the way out, rolling onto the outside of the foot. So really stretch open that hip if that feels good. Take a couple of deep breaths here. You can open up the hand towards the ceiling. Really try to twist that chest. 1 more deep breath here. Good. Bring the foot back to flat, bring the hand down. We're going to drop that left knee down and just really rock in to our lizard lunge. Once you feel comfortable, we're going to lift the chest looking forwards into this lunge. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Now if you've got any tightness in your hips, you can rock this side to side, help open everything up. 1 more deep breath. Good. You're going to push back onto that back knee, heel toe, that front foot back in line in the center, and then just lift those toes, straightening that leg. Breathe in, try and extend the spine. As you breathe out, just dip it down, trying to get stretch all the way down the back of the leg. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. If this is getting too much, you can always put the toes down. If you need to, you can keep the knee bent. Last deep breath. Rocking forwards a little bit, bringing the hands back to the mat, coming up on those back toes, bringing that front foot back for a plank. Big breath in here. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Breathe out as you release slowly to the floor. Breathe in as you press it up for a high cobra. You look towards the sky. Tuck the toes under, push up and back as you breathe out for our down dog. We're just going to take 2 deep breaths here, just really focusing on looking towards the feet, pushing the chest towards the thighs, trying to open up those shoulders. And then on your next in-breath, we're going to take the left foot high to the sky. And as you breathe out, take it wide of the left hand. And we'll go into the twist on the left side. So first of all, you're going to bring the left hand to the left knee. And just really start to rotate that chest towards the ceiling, keeping that back leg nice and long and strong. You can push the knee out, so you're rolling onto the outside of the foot. Really trying to stretch up tall. We'll take 3 deep breaths. You can open up the arm, twisting that chest as far to the ceiling as you can. Last deep breath. Good. Rolling the foot back in, bring the hand in, coming into a lizard lunge. Just really taking a moment to open it up. And then bringing that right knee down. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths in this lunge. Again, if you want to, you can sway side to side, get comfy. When you're ready, lifting the chest. Really trying to push through and open the hip. Last deep breath here. Good. You're going to rock back onto that right knee, heel toe, the left foot into the centre. Lift up the toes, straightening that leg. Breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, dropping down as low as you can towards that leg, really stretching the back of the left leg now. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Last deep breath. Bring your weight back onto that foot, placing the hands back on the mat, popping up on those back toes, stepping back to plank. Take a big breath in here. And we're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Releasing slowly to the floor, keeping it controlled. And then pushing up for a high cobra. Again, you can look all the way to the sky, really rounding the back and the spine. Tucking the toes under, pushing up and back as you breathe out for a down dog. Breathe in here. And then as you breathe out, you can bring the knees down. You can either go wide or narrow. So we've done a lot of hip opening, going wide for a child's pose. Might be quite comfortable. And then just dropping the head down onto the mat, relaxing the arms. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Good. Walk yourself up to sitting. And then we're going to come onto the floor for some stretching. So we're going to come down to a comfortable lying position, and we're going to really stretch out those legs. So if you've got a belt, a band or a towel, get hold of that now. We're going to start by wrapping it around the bottom of the right leg, keeping the left leg bent for now, and just really trying to stretch the back of that right leg by pulling on the band or towel or whatever you've got, keeping that foot directly up in front of you. Take one more deep breath here. Now if you're able to, stretch out that left leg so it's along the mat. Keep that pressure on that right leg. Good. Taking hold of the band or whatever you have in just the right hand, you're going to take the left hand out to the side, rebend that left knee and then let it fall out to the left, and then gradually let the right leg fall out to the side, keeping the pressure on, keep pulling it towards you as low as it will go. If it goes all the way to the floor, go there. This is as far as I go, so I'm going to stop here. And then we're going to take 2 really long, deep breaths here, keeping that pressure on. And bring that leg back to the centre. Re-straighten the left leg, swap hands so the right hand comes down, left hand's on the band. And just cross that over the body, keeping that tension on until you can go no further. You might not go as far this way. The hips or the lower back may not twist as far. Again, 2 long deep breaths. And back to centre. Finally, taking hold of both bits around the foot separately. We're going to ease off the pressure, bend the knee slightly, just relax. Straighten the leg, really pull hard towards you. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1 and release and relax. Good. We'll do that again. Straighten the leg, really pull it towards you. Really keeping that pressure on. It might shake a little bit, holding it for 3, 2, 1 and release and completely let go of that foot. Good. We're going to swap legs. So we're now hooking it around that left foot, keeping that right knee bent for now. Really pulling that towards you, trying to keep the leg nice and straight. Just getting it all stretching to start with. Just breathing deeply. Take 2 more deep breaths. If this is comfortable and you can manage it, we're going to straighten that right leg out long across the mat, keeping that pressure on that left foot, stretching the back of that leg, keeping it straight. 2 more deep breaths. Good. We're going to rebend that right knee now. Bring the right hand out to the side and drop that right knee out, and then just let that left foot come all the way over, keeping that pressure on. Really try to open that hip. Take 2 deep breaths here. Good. Bring it back to center. You're going to re-straighten that right leg, swap hands on the belt and take the left hand out, and then just let that right leg come all the way across, keeping that pressure on just to where you feel comfortable. Two deep breaths here. And then bring it back to center. Good. So we're going to have a bit of a stretch here again. And then you're going to take both sides in the separate hands. Just making sure that leg is straight. You're really going to pull it towards you for 3, 2, 1. Release, bend the knee slightly and just relax. We'll do that again. So straightening the leg, really pull it towards you. It might shake this time. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Release, bend and completely release the foot. Good. We're going to take both arms out to the sides and bring the knees up. We're just going to gently roll the knees from one side all the way back and over to the other side. Do this a few times, just keep going over from one side to the other. Breathing deeply as you do. So once you're on one side, breathe out. Breathe in as you roll across. Breathe out on the other side. Last time each side. Breathe in, bringing the knees up. Wrap the arms around the knees, then breathe out. Squeeze those knees in tight. Give it a bit of a roll around. And then breathe in to release the right leg and then the left leg. And we're going to go into our Savasana. So get yourselves comfy. If you need a blanket or a pillow or anything, get that now. We're going to take the hands by the sides, close the eyes and completely relax onto the mat. On your next in-breath, you're going to take your attention to your toes, your feet and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your stomach and your back. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your fingers, your hands and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your chest and your shoulders. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your neck, your face and your head. And as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave your body. We're going to stay here breathing deeply and completely relaxed on the mat. are welcome to stay here for longer if you want, or you can follow me and finish your practice here. So begin to give your fingers and toes a wriggle if you wish. We're then going to move the feet together and take the hands and arms up over the top of the head and really stretch all the way from the fingers to the toes. We're then going to roll onto our side. You can use your arm as a pillow. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths here. When you feel ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. If you need to, you can place a block underneath the sitting bones just to level out the hips. We're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center and close the eyes. And we'll take 3 final grounding deep breaths. We're going to drop the hands in the lap, the chin to the chest, open the eyes, and we're all done. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you again next week. Namaste.